met her.
We are intro
Hey, yo.
now.
Yo, earlier
We are
when I
intro
was
now.
up
We
at the
live.
get down,
Well, we're on intro, but we'll go
somebody
live now.
had
We
spawned
going
in,
live
and I
now.
kind of saw the
Like
person. I
you
saw
know,
the top of the person's head,
like the
so
camera
I
on me
kind of
now,
try to
Drew.
like get away. I try to run across the street to
Oh
speak.
no, it's all good. It's all good. It's
Did he say
private,
yes?
but
You doing the intro?
it's public.
Oh,
So
there he is. There he is.
Yo, no, but wait. No, you don't even understand. I heard the foot. I heard all of the
Hi,
the footwork
giggles.
behind me, and I thought about what you said. I was like, he's getting closer.
We
He's
live
getting
now.
closer.
Drew, we
like I
good,
said,
huh? All right,
it's
now let
action
me leave.
movie.
Let me stop driving MF Sound crazy. You can sit down, sir. Thank you, sir. Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, we are here once again. It's your boy Burden of Proof, man. We here. Ask the Q, speak your truth. Thank you guys for coming through. We had a phenomenal show last week with the Miss Space Glitter Unicorn. I enjoyed it a lot. I hope she enjoyed it as well with the fairies and the trees, explaining all the things that she's done within this space. I felt it real important for us to give that young lady her flowers. Like I said before, she's been around for a minute and doing her thing around here. To find the everybody so responsive about what she's put out here was just phenomenal, and I definitely appreciated everybody coming through and showing her love and support and things like that. Um, Again, thanks for coming through, man. There's not too much going on in the real world. I know MF Sun usually does this. We're gonna get to his behind in a minute, but I just want to say one thing. I did see one thing on the internet. This one young lady, she's a licensed nurse, and she was just in tears almost. Well, no, she was definitely in tears in regards to how she has this phenomenal job and her husband makes good money and things like that, and they still live paycheck to paycheck. Um, yo, if you don't know yet, man, it's hard out here, man.
Gotta hustle.
Yo, like it's ridiculously hard out here to get through. Like honestly, man, like some people not doing it. Some people with phenomenal jobs still living below poverty and things to that nature. Um, it's a grind, man, and I feel for the lady, man, because I definitely understand where she's coming from and things like that. I don't know where everybody is and things like that, but man, I'm just here to say, like, yo, if nothing more, stay prayed up, man, and stay to your faith and what you believe in, man, because sometimes you're not gonna see it. Sometimes you not gonna have the answer, and you just gonna have to rely on what you believe in and how the universe turns and see it through. And that's as best as I can say it. MF Son, I'm sure you Mr. World Travel, you got some things you want to talk about?
Listen, I'm gonna keep it real short and sweet. This week, continue war. However, we did get some hostages out. Thank God, and we're just gonna continue
Right.
doing what we're doing with this world. But like you said, we gotta be smart about how we're using our money because the war and all of that affects us individually. The election season is coming around. Please pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. And other than that, the meta streets are safe and kind.
I'm not going to get into politics. 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 I can't. I'm not going to talk about the shit. Fuck it.
Biden, you better be on this show.
Yo, it's just frustrating because it's a whole system out there. But shut up. I can't do it. I'm not supposed to do it. I'm not supposed to do it. I'm not supposed to do it. I'm not going to do it. All right, cool. Here we go. Yo, before we get to these phenomenal guests, I wanted to shed light on a situation that happened prematurely. I made a post in regards to a certain situation that happened or was allegedly did happen. Something kind of tragic was said to have transpired, and luckily it did not. You dig what I'm saying? Miss Beautiful, the one Terica, there was a post that no, I'm not gonna do that. No, damn, yes I am. Damn it, yes I am. Shoot, there was a post that was up from her her phone, and it said that she passed away. And I felt that certain people that made the post did it very prematurely, without checking a lot of boxes and dotting a lot of T's and crossing a lot of, well, no, crossing a lot of T's and dotting a lot of I's. You know what I'm saying? And I felt personally that they did it for clickbait and just to be the first one to do it. Now, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do, and I'm not here to judge anybody either. But I will say that when you're dealing with death, that is a subject that you really, really check two, three, four times at the source before you publicly make certain things public. That's just my opinion. Because I have been in situations where I had to carry coffins of people that have gotten that news, and I've seen firsthand how devastating that can be. So to see that from a third party that you don't even know, knowing that it's not even true, that's kind of traumatic. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think anybody should have to go through that unless it's 100% authentic. So with that being said, we have Miss Terica right here. So, ma'am, if you would like to say anything in regards to the situation or what went down, feel free.
Is this it? Okay, yes. I apologize for the post. Was it my fault? No, I mistakenly, for better or less words, I was going through some things myself, personal wise. I hadn't slept in like 36 hours, something like that. I suffer from insomnia, and I knew I couldn't go to sleep on my own. I went to the store, got some sleep aid, came to the house, disconnected from everything, and passed out. When I woke up, I reached my phone. It wasn't there. I opened up my laptop, seen all these messages or what have you on my Discord DM. And then I went to Instagram on my laptop. I saw the message, deleted it immediately. Then another thought was how it impacted this community. We've already lost a lot of people within this community that we don't even know in real life, right? I was worried about that part. Then how it affected my real life. Then prioritizing who to contact within this space as well too, to let them know, hey, I'm fine, without going into too many details. Finally got my phone back. Everything's fine. I don't have a lock on my phone. I don't go out. I live by myself. I stay at home. I work from home. No reason. I don't have little kids running around doing it. So I didn't have a lock on my phone. Had my phone for years. Never had a problem. My mistake on my own for leaving at the store, being rushy. It happens every time. Where it comes into another, because again, I was going to address it on mine, because that's what I felt that the platform needed as well too. Friends in here, I wanted to address it live. However, I was also getting DMs stating that I'm a troll. Or that I must have did it to get attention or retaliation. Those things hurt because I felt that I've done a lot for this community as well too. And for that kind of thing to be come out to said about me was heartbreaking on top of everything else I was dealing with. So I was like, no, I'm not going to say anything, because if people feel like that, then let them feel like that. Because I was at the point where it's like, F it, think that way. But I knew the right thing to do was to post something. And so I did. I have conversations with Oculos, with Burton, and some other people as well too. And they help me to understand or bring me back to realization to myself. Like, no, we know you're good.
100%.
You're good. I'm like, you know what? Thank you. So I appreciate the love, concern, and everything else. I deeply, deeply felt guilty, even though it wasn't my fault, but I did feel guilty because it affected everyone here. It's a ripple effect, and that's nothing to be played with. Death or anything like that is nothing to be played with and to be announced. So I want to say I apologize deeply for how it affected everyone. I'm alive. I'm fine. And again, I great appreciation. I appreciate it. Thank you, Burton. Thank you,
No
everybody else
doubt.
too.
And that's all that matters. She is here and alive and in good health. Now we can move on. We got it out of the way. We good now? Everybody good now? We straight? For now. Space Glitter Unicorn High. I know my neighbor's mad as hell. Like, why the fuck is he yelling so loud? Thank you, man, for everything. I appreciate you. And I love those new costumes that you got brewing. Yeah, we see you. I'm watching. I'm being nosy. Yes, I am. Yo, so let me tell you something about these guests that I have right now. Yo, I wish I had, whoa, my bad. I wish I had the old Lil Wayne, The Block is Hot theme music, right? Because that's what I wanted to use for the picture. Like, I really did want to use that song. I don't know, some of y'all might be familiar with it, some of y'all might not be familiar, but who remembers The Block is Hot, Lil Wayne song? Confetti? Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. So we good. That's the theme song I wanted to use for this particular group right here, since they are called The Block. Miss Adi, hi, ma'am. So she came over here and was like, yeah, we're in collaboration with The Block. I was like, who the fuck is The Block? I was like, who is that? I didn't know who it was. You know what I'm saying? So she put me on game and gave us a snippet of who I have in front of us right now. Shit, I didn't know. And I'm still a little bit fuzzy in regards to what The Block is. I know I've been to your headquarters, couldn't get into the office, got everywhere else, you know what I'm saying? Got to the stage, saw everything else over there. I'm like, okay. What the hell is The Block?
Fro.
Yeah. Okay.
Fuck it.
So, go ahead, Waterloo. Go ahead, Waterloo.
The Block ain't a team, for one thing. The Block is a movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? It can't be stopped. Like, if none of us on the stage talk to each other, we'll all be making the Block moves with our own little family, so it grows like that.
Okay.
That's how tight it is. You know what I mean? The Block basically is for the artist. You know what I mean? It was actually brought about for the artist 100%. You know what I mean? To me, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? And we all kind of share the same. The artist can go a lot further than where it's been going now. You know what I mean? In the studios and on people's stages. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's also about their craft, because if they doing a performance, it's about that room in that world. It's not really about their craft. It's their craft in that world. You know what I mean? So what we do is make their craft everything. You know what I'm saying? So we got the singles. We got our own distribution coming out. That's 100% for the artists. You know what I mean? Putting their music out into all the homes. And they ain't just hearing it during performances. They actually could hear them inside Horizon Homes now. And it could be heard anywhere, and you know what I mean, and whenever. And
okay, so you're the least seen of the bunch that people are a little bit unfamiliar with. So let the people know who you are, sir.
Well, I'm Mr. Waterloo. You know what I mean? The best director in the business. I don't say that. My work do. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't
Say
that
again. Say that again, sir.
That's right. The Block in the building. I'm trying to keep it calm. I don't want to turn up in here. You know what I mean?
Nah, turn up. Do what you do. That's why we here.
I'm Mr. Waterloo. You know what I mean? I'm Mr. Waterloo.
Where you from, Mr. Waterloo?
Brick City, New Jersey.
Brick City, New Jersey. Okay.
That's North New Jersey for those.
Yes,
who don't know
sir.
Brick
Yes,
City
sir.
Part, you know what I mean? But yeah, I do movies on here. And if you don't, you know, I mean, you probably don't know me, but you know my work. You know my homie, Raggedy Ra. You know what I'm saying? That I go off the street. If you ain't see his videos, then you probably know him. But we all just creative. I'm just a videographer. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
He's more
pretty
than
much.
just
I'm
that.
sure.
Yeah, he's more than that.
He's more than just that.
Yeah,
That's
right,
why he had to
right.
go first. He's more than just that.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. I promise you. We're gonna get to Miss Spunky first. Miss Cyber Shay, how you doing, ma'am?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How you been?
I'm good.
Let the people know who you are.
I'm Cyber Shay. I'm the CTO of The Block, Chief Technology Officer, and just do good things with technology when it comes to dealing with The Block.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got you. So, in regards to what you do, is this something that, okay, so I'm trying to get a better understanding of overall. So artist comes to you guys for what management
Distribution.
or
Distribution.
Distribution,
for
brother.
strictly distribution?
If you want to further your
Distribution.
craft, if you
You
want to
wanna
further your
further, yes.
craft, you want to take it there. You know what I mean? We got
Right.
plenty of platforms coming up too. We got a lot of things coming up, pretty much. But that's pretty much you asked what the block is, and that's pretty much what it is. Everything far as from distribution, real albums out. You know what I mean?
Marketing.
Yeah,
Do
marketing.
you guys
all that.
provide any
You know what I'm saying?
talent development?
Yes, artist development, definitely.
Word.
Most definitely.
Definitely.
Miss Yo Afro,
Absolutely. What's up?
how you doing, ma'am?
Man,
So let-
yeah, it's so dope to be here. You already know what it is.
Right, I'm
Vernon. You
going
already
now.
know.
I'm gonna go right now. I'm gonna just go right now. Let me tell him. I'll tell him now. Yo, so I feel like sometimes I feel like I like found her, so to speak, in regards to this whole metaverse thing, because we was sitting over there. I don't know how the hell she spawned into the loft. I really don't know how she did it. So she came down there, and it's just her energy. She's like, "Yeah, I rap and I do music and I said, "You do?" She said, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yo, you want to show us right now?" Jen, you was there, weren't you there? Yeah. So I said, "Yo, you want to show us right now?" She like, "Shit, yeah." Now, normally you get those artists like, nah, I ain't gonna do it right now. But nah, it's that confidence that she had in herself. I was like, "Oh yeah, I gotta see this," and she killed it. You know what I'm saying? Neighborhood senorita, all that. Yo, I was like, "Yo, she killing it. Who is this?" Yo, fast forward, she brought MC Shan to the loft as well.
Word up.
Some of y'all might want to. I need to do y'all
The
Google search on
legendary-
who
the
MC Shan
legendary,
is.
Google it.
The
Google
bridge,
it.
check the bridge. Just check it. Like, yo, some of y'all might want to do y'all research. But yeah, she's a she's a hip hop historian. She's a hip hop head. She's an MC and a lot more other things. What did I miss? Where are you from? Let them
The
know.
Bronx. I'm from the Bronx,
Hey, yo.
Yeah, born and raised in New
Aight.
York, and yeah, man. I mean, I've been out in the industry for a minute, you know what I'm saying, and got to work with some great people, and I'm glad to be here. You already know, like,
Yes, ma'am.
it's
Yes,
so dope
ma'am.
being
Yo,
here.
we manifest this like a long time ago in
We
regards to
did.
just creating the perfect storm for it to be meaningful and just a more appropriate for the situation, so it can get the best bang for your buck, if you will. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Yes, because the last time, you invited me in, which was that night, the night that I
Right,
met you
right,
guys. You was like, "Can
definitely.
you come by?" And I was like, "Sure." And when I got here, I got up on the stage, did the same thing, but for whatever reason, the bot wasn't right. And you was like, "We'll do it
Right, I
again." And I
remember
was
that.
like, "Bet, we'll do it again." And so here it is.
And here we go. And now you heard she had to say we're gonna do it again. So that might mean she might. Are you performing tonight, ma'am?
Oh, snap. Word up. Well, if that's what it has to take, yeah, we gonna do
I'm
it
just
then. Yeah,
asking.
we
I mean,
here. We
it'll
here.
be nice. I heard you got a fire single. You feel me? I'm trying to hear it.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
of course, you already know I'm about to do that. Word
I
up.
love
You
it. I love it.
already
I love it. I love it. I love it.
know.
Appreciate you, ma'am. Appreciate you. Last but not least, Mr. Dubai.
Habibi.
Yo, my man, it's 7:30 in the morning over there. This man, Mr. Meta Clean Rupert, Mr. AKA Do It All, AKA whatever else you want to call it. Yo, man, I've watched this man evolve from yo, he has had visions people are doing now way before they even thought about doing it. I'm just being real with you, man. He's always been a man that sees things like three, 6 steps ahead in regards to things. He was one of the first that had a hub in here trying to create a better space for people out here to gravitate to and things like that. He's had one of the top talk shows in this metaverse, you know what I'm saying, incorporating all the artists and things like that and all the creators to speak their minds and things like that and share their visions and things. He's a phenomenal builder. Shit, man. I mean, Man, look, he's all about positivity. You know what I'm saying? Being about the community, sharing your gifts with each other, and just creating a harmony. You know, and he's always been about that. You know, and I'm glad he's here. We've
Hey,
had our
Burden.
run-ins here and there, but it was just a matter of miscommunications and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that grown men couldn't get through and resolve.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? So I love it. Mr. Meta Clean Rupert, man, what's happening, sir?
What's up, Burden? First of all, man, when we talk about growth, I'm not gonna let all that shine fall on me because I'm gonna talk about your growth. And I know you don't like that spotlight, but while I got the camera in front of me, I'm gonna talk about it. So I remember very, very early on, when Burden had this idea for the show that format didn't exist. He was like, you know what, man, we need a space where people can just talk without judgment, which was key to what you wanted to do. And I was like, man, that sounds like a phenomenal idea. We sure do. You know, we've always been in this socialization nightclub thing, you know, for we know nightclubs kind of attract people to our worlds and, you know, does whatever it does to the algorithm, right? But he was visionary in the fact that there was no way for people to have a conversation and be safe in that conversation. So the first build, which was a phenomenal build, you know, I had my little reserve seat, like Jen has a reserve seat everywhere she go. But I tell you, man, it was transformative to what it did to the space and the opportunities that it's given now. Like I had someone come up to me. I made an appearance on the show, and someone was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna introduce you to Burden, and so you can get on his show." And I was just like, "Yeah, you do that. Let me. I'd love that to. I'd love that to happen." But you know, in like you know, not everyone knows who I am, and I'm cognizant of that. But
Right.
but it said something to me that somebody made your platform the go-to platform in order to be seen and recognized. And I want to applaud you, man, because that in this space when there's so much going on and there's a lot of activity, that is a big deal, sir. So congratulations on your growth.
Oh man, I
Can we give
appreciate
him
you.
some flowers? Can we give Burden some confetti?
Here you
Seriously.
go. Here you go. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. And like you said, I mean, we just had conversations about wanting to create this thing, and here we are.
Yeah.
But it's not about me right now, sir. It is about you and what you are creating with this phenomenal space. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you now. Out of everything that you've done within this space, does this feel most comfortable for you? Like, is this
Uh,
your lane? Is this more
yeah,
natural?
man. Like I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm my natural state of being is being an introvert. I know I've been extremely public, and I've been in front of the camera a whole lot. But you know, it's kind of a means to an end. I knew really early on in the space that establishing yourself you know, it's just a branding thing, right? So I'm extremely genuine and I'm always going to be genuine, but I am trying to grow a business. But I do know sometimes when you establish yourself in a certain way, it just makes getting things accomplished a lot easier, right? So for
Yes,
me,
sir.
it was always and always will be about adding value. I'm not just going to pull up on you because you're popular or because your name is popping in the streets or anything like that. Like if I see an opportunity where I think I may be able to give you a little nugget that's going to advance your career, I'm gonna do it. And I do a lot of that in private. Like 95% of that stuff never happens in public,
Mm,
because I really want to see creators grow. Because you know, if we can make this entire ship that we're on not sink, then we all survive, right? So I wish more of us would work on our craft to make sure our craft is dope, right? Because you got to have a dope platform. But I wish we'd also take care of each other,
mm.
because if we can provide the confidence in order for somebody to be great, that really is the first step for me. Sometimes when you get thrown into that spotlight, man, it is a you think you can handle it sometimes. And no, I'm not just talking about the metaverse. You know, I've been in the industry, so I've seen people, you know, have millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars slip through their hand because they didn't know how to handle the situation because one, they were never told what to do. They never had a mentor. But also, it takes a lot of confidence to put your creativity in front of people. And when you hit that publish button or you hit that post button, your vision is in the streets for people to commentate on who they think you are. I mean, we just had it with Terica, right? Something happened out of her control, and everybody had an opinion about what really happened, but who the hell knows? Nobody knows, man. We do a lot of this stuff in private. So for me, it's always been about adding value, but it was always really about establishing something and making my name synonymous with something, which everybody should be doing. Like when people think about you, your name should be synonymous with something. Um, Unfortunately, sometimes in this space, your name becomes synonymous with bullshit. And it's unfortunate because we can curate our own spaces. We can be around the people we want to be around. We can build and see and surround ourselves with the things we want to see. So there really is no reason to have like negative experiences per se, because you control everything. You got a block button and you got a build button, and you don't need anything else.
100%.
Yeah.
Yo, Afro. So in your ventures through the space in this metaverse since you've been in here, I'm sure you touched and rubbed elbows with a lot of people. So what made it comfortable for you to go to MetaClean and say, all right, yeah, I'm comfortable with what you're doing. I dig your vision. I'm gonna rock with you in the block.
Everything just kind of, we just vibed. It was the way that we was vibing. We just clicked like automatically. Like, you know, when we would just go to different worlds and talk about the hip hop, the history, and you know, the people that we know, and then just, you know, when I would invite him over to my builds, the little things that I would be doing, like he said, he would come with little nuggets, but then we're sitting there vibing on this, that, and the other, and then not to mention when you got Mr. Shan popping in.
Right.
I did the same thing I did to you. I did to
me
him.
too.
And I think
Word.
that really like solidified it. It was like, wait,
Right.
hold on, wait a minute. We
Right.
I
got
was like, hold on. Is that really NC Shan? He started
Man,
talking.
I did
was
the
like,
same
oh,
thing. The
Oh,
same
yeah.
thing.
so,
Yeah.
you know, but I'm all about, you know, good vibes, you know what I'm saying? And I'm all
Right.
about the energy. And we clicked from day one, just like me and Cyber Shade, just like me and Mr. Waterloon, and you know, and building with Mr. Waterloon and Meta, you know, we together, we're doing things, and I'm looking at them, I'm like, you know what? This is my block. This is the block right here. You know,
Word.
because I see that the way that they support me, the way that they're all about hip hop and the culture, because you know, it's all about, we celebrating 50 years right now, and they all about going all in, and I'm here to go ahead and do that, and they all about the ride. So you know, seeing how they want to support me, we talked and they heard what I wanted to do for the artist here in the metaverse, and they were willing to go forward with me, and they were willing to
Gotcha.
go hard, you know. So, and that's what they've
Yeah.
been doing. You know, they're dedicating a lot of time to their builds and dedicating a lot of time to the artist here that they're working with. Mr. Waterloon is putting together music assets to where people, so that the artists can go ahead and actually sell their music here in the metaverse and do what they would do in the real world. I just wanted to go ahead and set up the whole formula the way that I would do things, you know, selling music out the trunk of my car, networking, being able to sell merch here in the metaverse, and, you know, being in tune and with some great people so that we can all eat, you
Right.
know. So
So you're
yeah,
not
you
just
know,
only like okay, you're not just only in collaboration with the block and working with it like internally in regards to how it overall, I guess, overall structure and overall operations, but you're also the first artist to go through it to
absolutely,
validate
yeah.
everything that's going on, if you will.
absolutely,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Got
Yep.
you. Got you.
Yeah,
Understood.
and she
Yo,
ain't
Mr.
working with
Water.
the block.
Oh,
She ain't
go ahead,
working with the
sir.
block. She's not working with the block. She is the block.
She
Like
is the block.
our
Yeah.
main focal point. She's our queen. She's like the block. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Yeah.
Everything surrounds everything we do comes from her energy, pretty much. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So
I'm with it. I'm with
I
it.
mean,
So, Mr. Waterloon, so you do film as well?
I,
Yes.
yeah, I do it all, brother. Yeah,
So,
I do movies and all. Yeah.
so my question is, did you go to school for this in your real life, and it just transfers to what you're doing in here? So how did you get the buzz to say, yo, I can do this film thing?
Well, actually, I'm just created by nature. It's a gift God gave me. So
Yes, sir.
that's my passion. You know, everybody had a passion. So, I actually in 2004, I was on IMVU and doing the Second Life thing when Metaverses was really, you know what I mean, coming into the game.
Yeah.
And I pretty much been on there for a minute, and I was doing movies on there, you know what I mean? And I pretty much did my thing. So when Haraza came out, I kind of just really ran into it. It was a way to it's for a reason, but I'd rather not put it out here. But I end up being on Horizon. You know what I mean, getting on Horizon, I could do the same thing as far as doing film. I mean, it's pretty much when I first got on here, man. It was like I was trying to get down with teams and all that. I seen how everybody was corny, so I figured I had to find my own lane that I could dominate. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to dominate in my own lane. I know nobody can see me in it, and so I just jumped into videography. You know what
Yo,
I'm
let me
saying?
say
Pretty
something before. Hold on, what's the Waterloo? Let me say something. Yo, he made his confidence. It's very
Crazy.
it's an East Coast thing.
Crazy.
I'm telling you.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
it's
And I don't mean
definitely
everybody corny. I mean,
Yo,
you know the corny
no,
people I'm talking about.
So you might not get it. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like you might not get it.
You probably out
But
there.
it's not arrogance. It's just, I swear, it's just how we
Confident.
are.
And
Like
you know
we
what?
can't
And,
be
yo,
stopped.
you know what?
Like it's just
And
in
when I
our
talk
nature.
to an artist, when I talk to an artist, they feel that same passion I have, you know what I mean, for their craft, and they love
That's
that
right.
shit. Trust
That's
me. When
right.
I'm sitting in front of them, I'm showing the same passion. I'm the best at what I do. I'm gonna give my best for you,
Hey,
and they feel
yo.
that shit. And I'm 100. The block in the
that's it.
building. If you
Yeah.
don't know
And
by
my-
now, we got mad shit coming up. Yo, trust me. If you don't know,
And
you
my
will
question is, people sometimes, why would you want somebody like this pushing? Bruh, yo, if you it's even half of what you know, I'm with it. And then you get to the I'm with it.
Some of my go see my work. Bro, you ain't gotta go with me.
Stop saying. Yes. Okay, so let me tell you, man. I'm just you know what I'm saying? Keep in the cut type of you know what I'm saying? Just really so in your real life, how does what you doing in here translate? Or is this something that you've done in your real life?
I used to be a cybersecurity engineer in
Okay.
real life, and so the technology kind of like transpire into the metaverse, basically.
Yeah.
Other things that I'm doing, yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you team up with these guys? What about these guys said, yeah, I'm gonna rock with them outside of your connection with Yo Afro? And how did that even come to be? Or is that something that was always been?
I've met Yo
Man.
Afro from All Space Time. I met Yo Afro and Akil at the same time, actually.
Yeah,
And
I killed the
he
MC.
was at the campfire
Yep, the
in All
campfire.
Space. Yeah, I met them in All Space. And then ever since that time, we just all like build a connection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And you just been on the movement ever since.
Ever
ever
since,
since,
right
yeah.
there.
I'm
Right
not,
there.
yeah, I see her with her cup. She was drinking out of her Yo Afro cup. I pay attention to
Word
everything.
up,
Yeah, I'm nosy.
word
I
up.
see everything. I love it. I love it. No, but I love it.
But let me tell you, Bird. No, this
Oh,
is
I know it's
this is
coming.
why this is why like there are some of us in here that recognize that people have value no matter what you see with your metaverse eyes, right?
Yep.
And Cyber Shay is like one of those people where her natural state is just to be quiet. She'll hang out in the cut. She'll be around, and you know, I think the first time I probably noticed it on a grand scale was with Sade. And I remember before Sade started creating, and people would click her name, see she hadn't created anything, and just turn around and walk away. I'm just gonna be like, you don't even know this person, and you're not even giving them a chance to get to know that person, right? So I think a lot of people, I'm not gonna say a lot, but it happens where people don't see your value at the time. You know, we can call them clout chasers, we can call them whatever name you want to call them. But if you don't recognize that everybody has value, whether you see it or not, and it may not be your place to see it at that given time, you're going to miss out on an opportunity to meet some really freaking dope people.
Absolutely.
Like she's being super humble because that's her natural state, not to talk about
Mhm.
some of the stuff she does. But
Mhm.
when she drops a resume of her learning of
That's
what she's
right.
done in this space, man, it's
That's
crazy.
right. That's
Like I'm
right.
looking,
Yeah.
I watched her on the interview last week. I'm just looking like, how the hell I didn't know that she did this? I mean,
Right.
like it's not
Word.
like oh, I learned how to build. No, man, it goes like it's a list of
Yeah,
stuff that she is now professionally trained in evolving this space, right?
that's
But
right.
because she's not, in your face talking about it or got a thousand worlds, um, people just don't know that because when you don't get to know a person, you miss out on a whole lot. You sure
I
as hell
No
agree.
do.
doubt.
I definitely agree.
She our multiverse per you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to
Yeah.
She's our
actually, I
multi-per
actually
talent.
used
She's
to
very
do
active in a lot
All
of
different
different multiverse.
platforms.
So she
Yeah.
that's her
mhm.
that's
I'm
her
with
gift
it.
to the block,
I
definitely.
actually
I'm
used to
with
do
it.
I also actually used to be a music producer too. I used to make
Yeah.
beats. Yeah, I
Yep.
used
She
to
just
She
make
has
makes. She
this
stuff.
has her
So
own channel.
she just has this very subtle voice. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it pack a punch though.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
sure it
right.
pack a punch when need
That's
Right.
be.
right. That's right. That's
Mr.
right.
JJ Fish is in the building. Horizon Got Talent season 3 winner.
That's
Um,
right.
so
All right, Jay
come here,
Fish in
sir.
the
I got a
building.
question for
All
you since
right,
the block is in the building. I
In the
want to
no
know
doubt.
how if the collaboration with them has occurred yet, and how is this going for you thus far?
Hey man, well we just what up by the way? Thanks for the shout out. I should say that first. Hey
No
everybody.
doubt, no
All
doubt.
day,
Good
Good to
time.
see some
all
familiar
day.
faces.
That's it.
That's
Now
right.
we just had a week with Thanksgiving traveling and a lot has happened since that that finale or whatever you want to call it. So
No
I'm
doubt.
taking them off the hot seat. We still gonna make it happen, but no plans in place just yet. But rumor has it will be life changing, but that's not on me. That's on them. I'll hear good things.
It's
You
coming.
ain't gotta worry about it.
Got you.
You ain't gotta worry
Awesome,
about it.
awesome. So Drew, of course, as Adi said in regards to it's not just winning the $500, if I'm not mistaken, 500, right? 500.
Right.
You
Yes,
got
sir.
500, right? You got your money, right?
I got it. It's gone
Oh,
already,
okay,
but I
just
got
making
it.
sure
Yeah.
everybody. Hey,
And that's
I
not
want to
meta
validate.
bucks.
We got to
That's
validate
real
this
bucks.
shit.
Yeah.
Hey, we got to validate
Right.
this shit.
No, it's
You got to
real
make
deal.
sure
I
y'all
got
paying
paid
out.
5 minutes after that. Like she was all
Okay,
over it. So they're
Horizon
legit.
Got Talent. There we go. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
No doubt.
so I just want to can you speak about the plans that you have with Jay Fish or how that collaboration is going to work? Is there anything that you guys can
Alright.
let us know ahead of time?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
basically, like you said, the holidays and all that, we've been busy or whatever. I've been in steady contact with him. He know what's up. But yeah, the next step is, we got a producer that we work with that and he does it at a certain time as far as putting people music. I got to
Got
meet
you.
with Jay. I only got to meet with Jay Fish, honestly, one time, and that's just to get whatever music he want on the album. And after that, we'll take over from there, and he could just sit back and chill until the due
Word.
date. That's all. So it's
Awesome.
pretty much that simple. Just pretty much all you gotta do is I ain't gotta tell you the business part, but yeah, me and him just need like 10 minutes to sit down, let me know, let us know basically, how far he want to go with this, because that's pretty much really what the sit down is about. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? And that's it. We want to know basically we want to know how serious he is about his craft. That's all. Because he might just
So
get on here just to be singing on Horizon. You know what I'm saying? But if he really want to take it there, whatever, then we know how far we gotta go with it.
we'll
Pretty
definitely
much.
go ahead and help push that because then from that point,
Mhm.
the marketing, we just take off with the marketing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Help
so-
him out with his
yeah,
promotions
no
and
doubt.
all of that stuff. So
And
you
this
know-
is for exposure in the real world.
in the metaverse, in Meta
As-
In the
Horizon,
metaverse.
Yeah.
right?
Okay, so
our strategy
I'm about
really
to be
is
nosy and
to,
ask this question, but go ahead, Metaclean.
yeah. So the funny thing is like we all have music business experience, right? So we all have a particular skill set that we're familiar with. Some have been doing it longer than others, but we all understand how the core of the business works. So
Right.
but we're in the metaverse, right? We have a really engaged audience because we're all in these headsets, undistracted by family, television, cell phones while we're in this headset. So our approach to it is starting kind of in the metaverse, or if you have an existing presence outside, recreating that experience in the metaverse and then branding it out back out to the public. We have
Mhm.
people in our networks that can potentially elevate the space
Uh-huh.
once they get an understanding, right? It's hard, it's
Gotcha.
difficult for us to
Yeah.
explain what the space is to people, right? Sometimes you got to show and prove. But the bigger
Exactly.
it gets, right, then people get
Exactly.
interested and they start being like, hey, you still doing this and that. But if we can capture all that, gain a following in the community, in the metaverse, and then attack the physical world, for us, that seems like the most strategic step forward if you don't already have a really big existing brand outside of the headset.
So for those who didn't understand what he just said, he said we're gonna work from the inside out. We're gonna bust
Right.
their ass in here and make it to create a situation where they can't be refused and
Right.
they gotta be heard. So then
No
you
doubt.
gotta pick up your headset and see what the hell we got popping in here.
Yeah.
There it
Yes,
is.
sir.
And
Any
I mean,
questions?
and this is good, and this is really good. I mean, as far as, from an artist standpoint, who wouldn't want that type of help? Who wouldn't want that type of
Yeah.
package? When I first got here in March, and and I went out and about, and I'm going from spot to spot, and I'm meeting this one and that one, all these different artists, all these different creators. For me, it was like, I want to share my formula, because I felt like it was something that would really, really help, and it would work, especially for those who really don't know that much about the industry, and for those who are embedded in the industry. When they come here, they're going to need their help. And I just felt like what they had going on, what they were putting together, and how they were helping my push, it was definitely a perfect package for any up and coming artist. And so with HGT giving them the package that he got, that package there is something that I think any artist, every artist here in the metaverse, in Meta Horizon, should go ahead and just definitely work on,
Word.
putting together.
Yeah,
Because
for real.
I mean, the way the block is going to be supporting these artists, it's definitely it's a win-win. It's a win-win all the way around. Like there's some major plans, and I'm not even playing. Everything that I'm doing, best believe what I have, y'all already got. Like
Awesome.
that's how I look at it.
I love it.
So, Yo Afro, Burden
Hey.
Proof. Can I ask a question? Because this is actually like how I would start the conversation when I sit down. But maybe this would be beneficial for anybody else who's just kind of like learning what y'all do. There's obviously tons of talent and experience in this crew, and obviously there's nice vision for where you're going, and I think it's going to be successful, and I'm excited for you guys, and I'm excited to experience this partnership, whatever you want to call it. I guess my question, and this is just off sort of the top of my head, is like, as far as the process for a musician goes, an artist, someone who's songwriting and then producing and mixing, mastering, and then taking that product and getting it out to people, et cetera, like how much, like how hands-on are you through that whole thing? Like, I know we've got musicians and talent, and like, are you willing to be part of the songwriting process and instruments and things like that? Or do you more take over, like at a point where the song is complete and mixed and it's handed to you guys, and now you turn it into something that people can't not hear because it's everywhere, and music videos, you know what I mean? Like where and what in that whole process do you guys fill in the blanks and like kind of come behind or underneath and make it happen? You know what I'm asking?
Absolutely. Well, you as an artist, you create what you create and you bring it to the table. Once you bring it to the table, we'll go ahead and package it from there. You pick out the songs that you want to release here in Meta Horizons. It's all up to you. This will be on your table. Whatever you want to do, you will be inviting us in. So if you wanted to do a cover, it's on you. This is all you. This is your package. If you wanted to do a Christmas song, if you wanted to do an old school song that you did 10 years ago, if you wanted to do something that you did yesterday, you bring it here and we'll go ahead and package it. You do the writing, you do the recording, you just bring it here. However, we're going to set it up, we'll package it up for you, and then we'll set it aside as a music asset, and then boom, we push it from there.
So you guys kind of
that's
take
all on
over
you.
post studio, post recording, mixing, instruments, all that. It's more
Yeah,
like
you do
bring
all
bring
of that.
bring the art to you, and then you make
Right.
sure people are gonna hear it, know about it.
Right.
And,
Your part
so you're
is
like a
you and this
platform. You got that exposure
boom,
going
we're the
on.
platform.
Right on.
Absolutely.
Right
We're
Love
here
it.
for the
They-
exposure and all of that. Absolutely.
They best buy you the Oculus Quest 3.
but here's the thing, Jayfish, too, right? So some of the things we experience is and again, I'm just going to talk about what I see in this space, right? Everybody wants to achieve something, but not everybody is ready for the work that it takes to do so. Like, it looks real easy to look at this Jay-Z picture on the wall and be like, oh, that's dope, I want to do that too. But you don't understand the amount of hours it took for that artist to get to that point where she can do that that picture on the
Absolutely,
wall,
yes.
right? So
Right.
so we're not here to necessarily make you famous
love
and
crazy
not you
picture. My bad.
specifically, but we're going to provide you a vehicle in which you can operate through for your craft to be seen by people. So but you know, we have a scaling system, and I'm going to talk about it now. So like as a strategist, you know, someone who kind of understands a little bit about business, it for me, it's always going to be about the person first, but also we kind of have to address what are the pain points that put up barriers for people to succeed, right? So in this space, you know, we all came to this conclusion. Um, the artist was the least favored person out of any relationship in performing in the metaverse, right? Because when you're asked to go and perform for somebody, which I'm guilty of it too, right? Because I came in with a certain understanding and now my view has changed. It benefits the audience, it benefits the world creator for traffic, but it didn't always benefit the artist, right? And sometimes you
Mhm.
guys and anyone who performs in here, man, you may perform 10, 15 times in a month, but how does that benefit you? Like it gives a lot of exposure for the people you're doing it for, and the people in the crowd are entertained. But we just recognize, man, you guys are the least, like there's no win for you. We need to create these win-win-win situations. So for
Yeah.
us, it's about, you know, first of all, we want to make sure that you get paid for whatever work you do. So we came up with a scaling system, right? There's no analytics to know how big somebody is in this space, other than what other people tell us. But we was like, Waterloo was just like, you know what, we need a scaling system. All right, so tell you what, we've got an asset that we're distributing. Whoever gets the asset, that counts as a record sale for us. So 50 units in the metaverse, which I think is a decent amount, your gold, 100 units distributed is platinum. So now we have an analytical measure to say,
Gotta
hey,
measure it by, right.
we have a platinum selling artist because they've moved 100 units. You know, we've done this asset for quite a few people. We have three platinum selling artists because it wasn't because necessarily what we did. It's that person taking their project and saying,
Yeah.
hey, I've got a package now that I
Right.
can go and distribute myself. I'm not going to wait
Right.
on somebody else to do it for me.
Right.
The
Right.
ones that did that were successful, right? It's your craft, it's your career, it's your life. It doesn't matter what we do. If you're unable to take the first step, managing the things that you want to see and the way you want people to see it, it's irrelevant. Like I've
That's
given
right.
so much advice to people to be successful in here. Whether you listen to me or not, doesn't matter. Whether you take action does.
Mhm.
Word up, no
Mhm.
doubt.
Right.
That's,
Yeah,
Right.
that's
that's what I meant
huge.
by
That
serious.
the way you want to support artists, the way you recognize that. Yeah, a lot of times, to be honest, it does feel like a lose lose for the artist. I'll speak
Yeah.
for myself
Yep.
personally, and then those I've talked to. I love to be a part of just building community, world launches, hanging out with y'all, just being a part of like Christmas stuff coming up,
Mhm.
anything that's going on. I'm a team player, you know, and
That's right.
it's just my pleasure to be part of it. But I can tell you, as somebody who plays an instrument, and I've heard even people who want to play their tracks like a Yo Afro or whoever who wants that beat, that thump in your chest, that music to be what it should be
That's
when you
right.
present your craft. Man, is it frustrating to go back and listen to what you did in that room versus what
Yep.
that little mic and that headset picks up. And
Yep.
I would
Yeah.
challenge you guys, and I'd love to work with you as well to figure out how to best represent music in
We're
Word.
the
working on that.
That's what we're
metaverse.
working on
We're
it. Yeah.
working on that.
We
We're
working on that
working on
now, my
that because
brother.
trust and believe, like that's
Word.
Yeah,
that's
We
something
talk
that
about that daily.
I want. I
I've
need
been
for
messing with a
that
lot of digital
live
stuff.
feel. Yes.
Latency obviously is going to be an issue, but
Yeah.
there's math, which I hate, but it certainly is helpful in this freaking place. And
Mhm.
I'd love to
Food thought.
chime in if I could be of
Yeah.
assistance. I also would stay out if I'm going to muddy up the process. But good for you guys. I love what I'm hearing about what you guys are doing, what you're about. Mad respect, and just here's some wind in your sails. Boom. I hope you feel it.
Appreciate it.
Well,
Yeah,
Well,
and
love
you
it.
listen,
know,
Yeah,
man,
no
we
doubt,
we
man.
want the
appreciate you,
input, man. We really do
honestly.
want the input
Yes.
because
Yeah, that's
we don't want to decide what this space is for anybody.
That's
Like the
right.
diversity of thought is what makes this place, what make this space good. But you know, to talk about your, you know, the hours you put in, right? We want to make sure that artists get paid for the work. So yes, we can put together a distribution package that may come with a fee, but whatever you sell is going to be 100% yours. We're not going to take any of whatever you
right.
distribute. That is 100% back to the artist.
all.
And also
right.
with us
No,
being
no,
able
no
to
doubt.
implement a grading scale. So, coming into the music business as an artist, when you first step foot and say, hey, I want to be an artist, you have to expect not to be paid because no one knows who you are, right? You've got to do the work. You got to establish yourself. We've now implemented a
Exactly.
system to kind of measure what your worth is for your music through the scaling system. 50 your gold, 100 your platinum. And with that, once you start doing your performance, you can now demand a certain price point based on the demand that people have for you, right? I mean,
Word up.
Afro was super recognizable, but at the end of the day, how do we really know how many people are watching her? As in depth as Burden is with the community, he had never heard of the block, and we've been active, for a little
Crazy,
while
yo. Like,
doing
what-
things,
yeah,
right?
right. Who the heck never heard of it? What?
So
Right,
we can move through the space thinking that
right.
everybody's hearing our
I do
message and
hope-
realize that the people that we want to hear our message aren't hearing it, right? But now we
Exactly.
have 100 units for a platinum selling artist. That's 100 different people, potentially 100 different worlds, and 100 different communities who now have access
That's
to your
entertaining
music.
many hundred. I mean, that's entertaining in their worlds, many people.
And
you
that's
know.
worth something. That's worth a monetary value.
Yeah,
How do you guys
when I
deal with
first-
licensing,
Oh, yeah.
protecting the art, whether it's a cover meets an original song? Is that somewhere in your foray, or is that more
And
like
that's what I meant. That's what I meant by how serious you are about your craft. If you just want to be putting it off on horizon, or if you're really serious about the songs that you're about to be handing me, you know what I mean? Then it'll be protected, most definitely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah,
That's what
I
we
mean,
have to
but
talk about. That's simple though.
you should be protecting your original work before
No
you come
doubt.
into
Like,
the
yeah, it
space
shouldn't even
anyway.
go that far. We're on
Understood,
horizon, so, yeah.
absolutely.
And
Yeah,
covers,
yeah,
I mean, covers are covers. You still have to get clearance from labels and stuff. So, I mean, covers really are just for Horizon Worlds to show your versatility. I don't know if I can sell a cover that you do on the outside
Right.
world. That will take some more lawyering up, and that's where Jen's advice can come in handy in those regards. But your original work should be protected here, so nobody steals it. Because you can do an original piece, and I can record it and claim it as mine, and then you've just lost the rights to your own stuff. So you still have to be cognizant of handling the business side on your end. That's something that we're not going to provide for you. That's something
Exactly.
that the artist is going to have to do to take care of their work.
cool?
Yeah, and plus, like we
Hold on, Mr.
Makes
Waterloo. Maddie, he been there for a minute.
Oh,
Sir,
so
yo.
Natty Cakes.
Oh, my bad.
go ahead,
What's up?
my guy.
I'll wait for the cameraman to come. Oh, there's the
Where he go?
cameraman.
Hey, beeline to my. Can you beeline to Maddie over there, Drew?
Make sure you get his good side
Yeah,
too.
get
With
the-
for
yeah, only
Maddie's
shooting
both
from the
sides.
left. Only the left.
Yeah, wait. Make sure you get my good side. It's from the back. So Matty Cakes, local legend, trust and bust. So I would Waterloon. I want to say to you first, and which kills me because I want to address Afro first. But hey, yo, there's my man right there. What's up, Matty Cakes? Trust me. So good. So Waterloon, you said that the block was a movement. And I
doubt.
respect that. I respect
No
it
doubt.
wholeheartedly. And the conviction with the words that you say and how powerfully you say them, I respect that. However, the block is not a movement. It's a progression. It's an ascension. Any dickhead can stay in one spot and move and not go nowhere. I know plenty of people who move their mouths and they're not really saying anything, but the block is an ascension. It's a rise upwards and onwards, and that's what you all are doing.
Word
You guys are skyrocketing.
up.
So
Word up.
I just like to put that out there for you.
Thank you.
You're
That's what's up.
you're a phenomenal dude. Your reputation precedes you. And especially when you blindsided me with that Raggedy Raj on that. I was like, yo, who is this cat?
Raggedy Rock got to be a guest, man. I don't know.
It's
That
funny.
might have to be
It's
an
funny.
adult
I don't
only.
think,
And
I
then,
don't think proof will be able to handle Rob.
Nah, I don't think so. But
Yeah.
the statement about the East Side confidence, trust me, you know what I mean? Philly
no
right
doubt.
here. No
Aight,
offense, because
aight,
I know you
aight.
got that Buffalo Bills John that you got going. Sorry. But Afro, hey yo, Afro,
Hey, yo.
check it out. I think that your explosion onto the scene has been absolutely phenomenal. You came in here and like a catalyst with a spark just spread through dry
Yeah,
grass.
crazy.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. Continue to do what you're doing. You're the kind of person that understands that there's always room for improvement. Okay,
That's right.
so
That's right.
there's zero ceiling to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Your merchandise game. To see people wearing your merch on that MetaConnect
Word.
videos was I mean,
Facts.
that
Yeah.
was astonishing. I was
Yeah.
like, wow,
Yeah.
dude, this chick's doing it. Like,
That was so
amazing.
cool.
So,
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank
Shay,
you.
you and I don't know each other that well. However, I know how they say that you sit back and you humble and everything, but what you really are is observant. And
That's
then when
right.
it comes time to lay that foot down, believe me,
hmm
if God Himself had tried to step around where you put your foot down, stop that.
That's the real
Right.
Black Panther right there.
Trust me. Trust and bust.
Okay.
Medically Rupert, for you, my friend, we have sat and talked not many times, but the few times that we have
Been
been
impactful. Yeah.
ripe and bountiful. I'll say that. I would like to ask you, my question for all of this is for you. And I actually have a message for you. I know you're in a conversation back there. I have something to tell you too. So you I want to know with who you are in real life, although you're an introvert in real life.
Yeah.
Okay. So you coming in here and removing the tangible physicality of being in someone's presence, which then takes the core fundamental essence of who you are, how you communicate, you're loquacious, you're vociferous, you know, you come out there. How has that benefited you when it comes to the amplification of your diplomacy and how you deal with other people?
Yeah, for sure. So
I actually
so
just
when
came up with that question on the spot, by the way. You see that?
yeah, no
That was
no
pretty fresh.
worries.
That was
No
pretty
worries.
fresh.
And I understand 90% of those words. So so I tell you for me, so I'm an introvert, but I'm not the introvert that kind of like hides in a corner and doesn't interact with people or any of that stuff, right? I'm an introvert that lives an extroverted lifestyle. So
Mm,
you know, because of
I
some
like
of
that. I like that.
whatever
that's
traumatic
nice.
experiences I may have dealt with as a child, right? It kind of forced me to in my physical life when I was younger to create this kind of persona in order to attract people to me. So, you know, as with Afro, I'm an ex-dancer. I spent a lot of time in the clubs dancing, and that drew a lot of attention
Oh, don't leave. I have
to
something to
what I
tell you.
was able to do on the dance floor. But you know, as I got older and physically I wasn't able to do that stuff, you know, I suffered from depression. But I've also been invisible, right? And when I say that being invisible, it means that you can walk into a room and no one even knows that you're there. And I didn't like that feeling. I never liked that feeling. That's probably one of the things that pushed me out onto the dance floor
Right.
because I really was like that dude on the dance floor. Like I'm super humble,
Mm-hmm.
but when it came to the dance floor, if you wanted it, you can get it. And I
Trust
wasn't
me.
going to lose. And I didn't lose a dance battle for years. Like I was that dude, first one on, last one off, 6 hours straight, nonstop. Right. That was me. And I realized that when I look back at my life and my youth, I overcompensated for the things that I feel like I wasn't getting in being recognized or being seen or being invisible. You know, I had this book development thing that I was working on, and it was going to be damn, now this is where getting old plays a part too. I don't forgot the name of it, but so when I move into this space, right, I'm mature now. You know, I've won a lot, I've failed a lot in life, but I also recognize that people are drawn to this space for a particular reason, right? There's a
Mm-hmm.
reason that we decide to put this headset on for 5 6 hours a day, and I'm gonna use the word replace, but I know it's not a replacement, but replace some of the physicalities that we weren't getting in our real life. That's why people come in here and they adopt this new persona, and all of a sudden they're
Extension.
this, they're
It's
that.
an
I'm this,
enhancement.
I'm a zebra. Yeah, it is. I mean, we recognize that now, but for lack of a better terms, for a lot of people, it did become a replacement for people because now I can walk into the space and I'm a club owner, I'm a boss, I'm a movie star, I'm a whatever I want people to believe I am by the work that I'm putting in here. But I
Trust
also
me.
want people to feel like not invisible and recognized, which is, and I'm really cognizant about my relationships and my interactions with people. Now, not everybody's going to see the vision I have for them, right? Not
Right.
everybody's going to know what I'm able to do. Not everybody knows what I have done. That's nobody's business but my own. whatever, Burden mentioned before, that, we've had our differences of opinions that have left for us not speaking to each other for a little while, but we're grown people and we're men, and we recognize that moving like that is not healthy, right? It benefits neither one of us to operate on these two separate ecosystems. I don't have to be with him 24 hours a day to recognize that, nor does anybody. But we let those things affect what we're able to do. Like, one thing I don't want anybody to do is let somebody else kick them off the platform. And it infuriates me really when I say, I'm not coming back to Horizon Worlds because so-and-so has nothing to do with what you do in this space, right? But I also know that people prevent themselves from going to the next step because they don't have the confidence in themselves. Doesn't matter what I think. You have to believe that you can do it, right? You, at some point, if you want to be something, do something, build something, you've got to get out of build mode and you've got to put it out there for people to see it. And if you don't have the confidence to take that next step, like, we won't have a Space Glitter unicorn, right? We won't have a Shay Arts or Yo Afro or Biggie Paws or a Jen Smash if you don't have the confidence to take that first step. And I like to call myself like the daytime for people's career, because hopefully I can inspire you enough or motivate you enough to have the confidence to take that first step and be great. Because when I was younger, I didn't have anybody inspire me or motivate or believe in me enough to have the confidence to take that first step. And I chose to the dance floor to do that. And, being funny or being the center of attention or the class clown or whatever moniker I gave for myself in order to fill the gap of me not being provided those tools in order to do so. So that's kind of, what I do in here and what I'm going to continue to do. Yeah.
Phenomenal answer, and all encompassing. That was completely clarifying. I appreciate it. There should be a shower of confetti coming down from that answer. You guys, you're amazing. You are literally the personification of forbearance. You know what I mean? You are the branches of the tree, my friend. Trust me.
I appreciate you, Maddie. I appreciate you, sir.
And
Thank
I
you.
do have to be awake for work at 2:30 morning. Where'd she go? Listen, what I want to tell you is, I was worried, but I laid back in the cut and waited for the news. Okay, what I want to tell you is, haters are gonna hate. Your name's already etched in stone, right?
Sure is.
Your name is already inside the blocks, and blocks have been stacked on top of it. You're there. You're a part of the foundation. So haters are going to hate. If you walk on top of water, motherfuckers is going to tell you it's because you can't swim. Ignore them. Just keep moving forward. You know what I mean? You are phenomenal. Do not stop. Okay?
Word out. Word out.
Trust me. Thank you, everyone. Burden, it's good to see you again, by the way, my friend.
Always,
you,
my
Maddie.
guy, always,
You guys stay
always.
blessed.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Don't worry about the corny people.
I love that phrase. Corny is the
Corny
that thing.
haters.
Yeah,
Corny.
yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do your
Thank
thing.
you,
We
thank
here.
you, Maddie. Thank you, Maddie, for
No.
saying that. That I appreciate that. I very much appreciate that. But I also want to echo upon what Mediclean Rupert stated.
Do your thing.
And
We here.
so when I met him, he was new to in Horizons. He was in his role with his little boom box and just talking. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, who is this guy just talking with these dreads and with the boom box? And that brought me back to the old school. And I just found it reminiscent, right? I was just sitting back just reminiscing. And he was spitting out ideas, innovation ideas, but I'm listening. I'm like, that's cool. I could see that. But other people were, you could hear the chatter. He could hear the chatter, right? But I could also, we can read people really well. I know how to do that very well. He was like, okay, I can show you, but I can tell you. But he was thinking it. But he was thinking it. He was like, all right. And then people were just chilling, chatting. And all of a sudden, music comes on the boombox, and he just started dancing. We don't have no legs, mind you.
Right. But you knew
We
what he
don't
was
have
doing.
legs.
Right.
But he brought out this boom box and this cardboard. Everyone's like, what is he doing with this cardboard? And he magically folded out and put it on the ground. We're like, okay.
Yeah.
And he just started breakdancing. And then after he got through breakdancing, he just stopped it and zoomed off.
That's
was like,
only because I
I
can only
wanna
do
know
it for
it.
like 5 minutes now. I can't do it for 6 hours anymore like I used to.
But but what I'm saying is when he's talking about, don't let anyone talk about invisibility is because he has experienced it firsthand. I've witnessed it as well too.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows from firsthand. Whatever your visions are, whatever you're speaking about, talking about, don't let anyone dim your light. Because again,
Yep.
he's Medical Ripper. He's had all these. He's had worlds, talk shows. Everybody wants to be on the shows. Full businessman and inspiration as well too. So he's talking from experience from all sides, all angles of it.
100%.
So we love you,
Appreciate you, Terica.
Queen.
And I'm glad you're
Appreciate you
still
as
with
well.
us. And listen, we need to give people flowers while they're still here, not after they're gone. So we want to do
Talk.
something special for you coming up. So we'll talk about it.
Dope.
Word.
It's in the
Word.
works. It's definitely in the works. I'm gonna use this time to beeline Miss Yo Afro because you're gonna take us out of here with your Sir Mediclean, the new single that she has.
Are you ready for the new one?
I'm ready for the new one. I'll go ahead and hit y'all with the new one.
All right,
It's cool.
cue
What you talking about?
cue
Wait,
yourself
which
up
one
then
you
and let
talking
them know
about?
when
Which
you're
one you
ready.
talking about?
Do your
What you
In the
doing?
thing.
You doing
metaverse or which
fantasy?
one?
Huh?
You doing?
No, not
You ain't
not
ready for
fantasy.
that?
Which one? No, not fantasy. We can't hit him with the fantasy yet. The fantasy.
Whichever one she trying to do,
They
I'm
need to go to
down.
my world to hear that one. I'll go ahead and I hit y'all with the neighborhood senorita since I went
Right.
ahead and just released that
Yeah,
video.
thank
And
you.
we
Well, let me
getting
know
ready.
when you
Speaking
cue it up.
about that too. Yeah, we getting
I
ready
want
to
quick.
to do something here
It's
too with that.
somebody in particular that I ain't seen in a long time is out here. Miss, well, actually, two people. Look at he gonna curve his neck and everything. Yeah, you. The chocolate latte and Mr. Price is in the
Hey, I can't see your name tags.
I
but
ain't seen y'all in forever long. Y'all
As
all
close as
right?
y'all standing next to each other, I should have known it was y'all.
We good? We straight? Awesome. The chocolate, I ain't seen you in forever, man. Hi. It's good to see you. I'm glad everything is well. Hope Thanksgiving was well and everything. I see everybody in the building. Mr. Victor 3 Stacks. Mr. Bill Mo for the minute. I know your ass and Bill Mo doing something epic. Biggie Pauls, what up, baby? Shay, I see you. Evie, hi. My complex creator. I see all y'all over there. Lavender. Jim, what you about to say?
I just want to say a quick thing.
Yes, ma'am. I
I
can't
am
believe you
so
up.
proud. I know. I am so proud of you guys. I wish you all the luck. Do you know that Shay, I knew was the brain of everything or the smartest one out there? She has a book. She has a book out there, guys. What's the title of the book?
Unlocking the metaverse.
Unlocking the Metaverse, guys.
Revolutionary.
We have an author on the stage. We have an author on the
Word.
stage.
Yeah, okay.
Mediclean, I know I love you to death. I wish you all the luck. Waterloom, I know I need to meet with you. And Yo Afro, I wish you all the luck. I'm looking to count your money, so let's make it happen.
No doubt.
And on that note, I'm going to sit my
Word.
behind off to the side and let Miss Yo Afro do her thing.
All right.
Miss Neighbor Rita,
Word up. Hold on. Let me get ahead. Let me get it going. Hold on real quick.
do your thing. Take your
know when you're
time.
ready.
Take your time.
Had to be extra hip hop today.
Take it in, son. What you quarterbacking? What you need? What happened? What's wrong? You on mute, so I don't know how you going to give me sign language.
But we're gonna put your Afro right in front of that camera.
Can y'all hear that?
Step up there to the front with a T at over there. The yellow side. Yellow side. There we go.
What's up, y'all? Can y'all hear that music? Straight up. Check it. I'm sort of chilling with my crew, get my hip hop on, my hat all chilled out, ready to bless this song. Hey yo, as I get loose, as I'm ready to rip, I'm realizing that I'm gonna have to brag and shit about where I come from and maybe where I've been. Uptown, boogie down, about to get it in. I put it up and maybe add a little spice to my flip. Serve it up real nice with extra flavor and shit, like Buenos Dias. I be that señorita Afroditas, that hot spicy chick. Wanna taste the sofritas? Remember that. That's from my first LP, from the track Dirty Dancing, R.I.P. Patrick Swayze. Now back to this. Be sure that y'all don't miss. Call me the real Dawn Lyrica, the lyricist, yeah. I'm taking over the track, and my crew is full of dogs that'll chase y'all cats. And matter of fact, we not really giving a what, because we lay in the cut, and yeah, we gets our weight up. Yo, laid in the cut and got my weight up, because I laid in the cut and got my weight up, straight up, yo.
Hey.
Yeah. So right about now, when I say what y'all want, I'm gonna need y'all to throw that confetti up in the air and say hip hop, cause that's what we celebrating. Yo, what you want? Hip hop, what you need? Hip hop, Aphrodita. Neighborhood señorita. Hey, yo, I could bet a seat note. A chick can get hotter than jalapenos. My platinum appearances making sure I'll never be broke. You see, folks, I walks and talks hip hop. Mix Latin soul with R&B, so you should ship my props in the form of some royalty checks. I'm giving all of my best. Now a chick wanna spoil you a flesh, cause I paid due, sweated for years, deaded them fears that kept me stagnated, always shedding them tears. Now I fears no man or woman. I'm about to blow damn in any track I'm on to burn down like I was Rodan. No pain, no game. You can't shame my shine, cause I get down and dirty till the game is mine. Remain in line, play your position, space and time. The señorita from the hood came to lace this rhyme, and basically you can only agree that Afro picks his own and nothing phases me. Now what y'all want? Come on, what you need? Yeah, hip hop, Aphrodita, neighborhood señorita. Hey, come on, now what you want? Yeah, hip hop, what you need? Yeah, hip hop, Aphrodita, neighborhood señorita. Hey, check it. Now on a tight track, I'm the hottest flavor on your spice rack. Every time you bite that, you see the chick fight back. You know I don't play with the moves I make, so I'm soon to stray if your groove is fake. See, I live it for a reason. Wear your shoes my way. You try mine on. Put a woman size 9 on. Hear me live on cassette or CD or TV. Name another chick out who do it better than me that never could be. Haters, make your way to the back. Watch this hot spicy chick spit flames on the track. The part of the game is that shit. You know that I'm hot. I want a game against all. Now you see me on top, believe it or not. Ain't nobody stealing my spot. Give you what you want, no matter if you need it or not. I'm the flavor that'll season your pot. Aphrodita, that neighborhood señorita. Follow-dita, what y'all want? Come on, now what you need here? Hip hop, Aphrodita, neighborhood señorita. Hey, come on, now what y'all want, y'all? Hip hop, what you need here? Hip hop, Aphrodita, neighborhood señorita. Hey, it's been a long time coming, and now is my time. I'm about to shine on everybody. I'ma take what's mine. Things change since the days that I've danced for sweet tea. Player haters now jump at the chance to meet me. Had a guest spot on OPP. What up, Naughty? I was just a shorty when hip hop called me. Now I got an iPhone glued to my hip. I brought those 2 Afro puffs when I was doing the dip. Music kept me from losing my grip. I stayed faithful. Went from being hungry to dealing with the playful. Grateful. No telling where I'm about to go. In a place you didn't know I'm about to go. I'm saying thank you to anybody that has ever loved me. From Tone in Jamaica to that dude Bugsy repping that 230. That's how we do it. And peace to I Kill for hooking up the music. Hip hop. Hip hop, Aphrodita, neighborhood señorita. Hey, come on, now what you want, y'all? Hip hop, what you need here? Hip hop, Aphrodita, neighborhood señorita. Hey,
hey, I don't need to say shit else. Hey, man.
Thank you, y'all, for real. This is a pleasure. You already know what it is, Proof. You already know, yo.
Appreciate you for coming through and blessing the stage.
Oh, man.
I don't have to say nothing. Hey, sir. We got
Listen,
anything
man.
left we ain't covered?
Nah, man, what an amazing show. There's nothing else to say but listen, be safe in those meta streets and be kind. Peace out, y'all.
Love. Hey,
Word
I need
up.
all of y'all. We going to
in the
Jay-Z.
building.
Damn that.
Jay-Z. Jay-Z.
Hey.
Picture folks. Come on, let's go. Let's get it.
Dance my ass off.
Word up. You already